Okay, let's take these words. These are intriguing vocabs I've written that will enhance your English speaking. What I will do in this video is I will tell you the meaning. First of all, we'll deal with the pronunciation of the words. Then I will tell you the meanings of these vocabularies, and then I will try to give you sentences, as many as I can, so that you will get an idea. Okay, this sentence, this word is somewhere or the other. I could have used this word in my daily routine, because these words I have taken from your daily routine. Okay, just these are fancy words or advanced words. Let's take the first one, that is abjure. It's abjure, A-B-J-U-R-E. And what does this mean? It simply means to renounce, or it simply means to reject. When you reject something, and this rejection could be in terms of any proposal. This rejection could be, it could mean that abjure. You can apply the word abjure if you are trying to get rid of your habit. If you've stopped any habit of yours, the habit could be good, the habit could be bad, but in a way you have stopped. Okay, in that case also you can use the word abjure. Let me give you example with the word abjure. If I say that the witness abjured to give statement after entering the court. Okay, there was a witness who was about to give some statement, but the moment he entered the court, he abjured. That means he rejected. He said, I won't say a word, I won't give the statement. Okay, or if I say, let's take a very simple example, that there's someone who has, who's an alcoholic, or who drinks a lot, who smokes a lot, and now lately the person is suffering from health issues. Now the person decides to stop. The person, in fact, he pledges that I will not drink anymore, I will not smoke anymore. So if I say that the person has abjured not to smoke, or the person has abjured his smoking habits because of health issues, then that would mean that the person has stopped, he would not smoke from now. Moving to next word, which is adulation. Adulation. Now what is adulation? Often, there are people around us who we admire. Okay, there are people who we think that one day or the other I would definitely want to become like that person, or definitely would want to have a lifestyle that the person is having, and you also praise that person. But this word adulation, it means when you are praising someone to a point that the person starts feeling that your praise, your words, you are kind of more exaggerating or flattening. You are flattering the person. Okay, you are trying to get benefits out of the person. In that case, we use the word adulation. Okay, praising is such that one feels exaggerated or flattering. Okay, like the celebs, they often come across, their fans said, I will do this for you, I will doing this for you, I can do that for you, XYZ. So we can say the sentence that we can use for adulation is that the celebs, they often come across people, the celebs, they often go through adulation by their fans. Okay, so there's nothing wrong in it, there's nothing bad, there's no negative vibes with this word. But okay, when you're praising someone and it might sound like fake, then we can use the word adulation. Now the third word is anachronistic. Anachronistic, A-N-A-C-H-R-O-N-I-S-T-I-C. Now the very simple meaning of this word, is outdated. Okay? like many gadgets, you know. Nowadays we have tablets, we are working on laptops. You remember the earlier computers that we used to have? And the TVs that, the TVs had a big kind of boxes. Now the TVs are coming in a very I would say in a very great shape. Flat LEDs we have nowadays, but earlier it used to have a certain kind of box. Okay, so let's take the example of typewriter also. If I say that my partner or my friend still works or still types in a typewriter, so what is that? It is an anachronistic. Working on typewriters in today's era is anachronistic. Okay, okay. These were the things you can, this is the example that I gave you about things. Even you can use it for people who have back mindset, or who have, whose mindset is really, I would say, they're not up to date. For example, there are certain section of people who still feel that women should be confined to homes only, and they should not go out. They should not, they should sit at home. They should, after receiving their education, there's no need for girls or women to work, go out and work. So that mindset of people is anachronistic. That is outdated. There are people. If I give you the statement, there are people who have anachronistic attitude or anachronistic mindset towards women, towards working women. Let me write it so that it will give you a clear idea once you go through my video, that there are a section of people who have anachronistic mindset for working women. Alright. Moving to next word, arbiter. A-R-B-I-T-E-R. Now who is arbiter? Arbiter is someone who is at an authoritative place. This person has the power to take decisions, and even, I'm not saying that this arbiter would be a person who is appointed at a very, he's appointed as a government employee, or he's at a very high place. No. If I give you example of a family also, suppose there's a family and every decision is being taken by the grandparents, or every decision is being taken by the mother. So for that family, who is the arbiter? Arbiter is their mother. And if the grandparents or the father is the one who takes all the decisions, then for that family, the grandparents are the arbiter. And no doubt, if I say that the judge or the Supreme Court is the arbiter of justice in India, then that statement will not be incorrect, because in our constitution, in our law making, everything, Supreme Court is the ultimate arbiter, because it deals with all the, it does its best to give justice to everyone. Okay, so in simple terms, arbiter is someone who is used for person and which is used for things. Okay, who has the power to take decisions. All right. My father is the arbiter of the family. Alright. Moving to next word, assiduously. Now this is an adverb. This is also a word, assiduous. If you add ly, the word becomes adverb, and if you remove ly, the word becomes an adjective. It adds the quality of a person. Now what is assiduous and what is assiduously? A person who is diligent or hardworking is said to be an assiduous person. She is assiduously working to achieve the aims or goals of her life. I am assiduously working towards achieving my aim by making multiple videos. Okay, I want to be number one YouTuber when it comes to teaching English. That is my goal of the life. Okay, so assiduously is when someone is very diligent, very hardworking, no matter what, the person is continuously giving her or his input. Okay, so assiduously, she is assiduously working to clear her IS exams this year. Alright? You have to be assiduous to become successful in life. There are no shortcuts. Okay? Avarice. AVARICE. Now, what is avarice? When there is someone who has extreme greed for wealth, and that greediness is such that he or she could even harm people to get wealthy. So this is a kind of a negative word, avarice, when the person has extreme greed for wealth. It is okay to be ambitious. One should be ambitious, but not at the cost of hurting others. Okay, not at the cost of ruining the life of others. Okay, where was I? Okay, extreme greed for wealth. Statement with avarice would be, she is such an avarice that she has almost no friends. She is alone. Okay? Then is beatific. Beatific. Beatific is a very beautiful word. You can, you will get an idea but just by reading the word. Something that is very pure, innocent, and yes, beautiful. Let me give you an example of this word beatific, and then you will get a clear idea. You might find your dress beautiful. You might find your partner beautiful. And you can say that you are so beautiful, the dress is so beautiful. But when a baby is born, and when an infant is born, not baby, and when for the first time, or not for the first time, but every time when he or she sees her mother, the smile that the infant has on its face is beatific, because the smile is so pure, the smile is so innocent. So in such cases, when undoubtedly the thing is beautiful, but there is a sense of pure and innocence into it, in that cases we use the word beatific. Okay? Or if I say, we went to Sikkim and the monk gave us a beatific smile. Okay? Moving to the next word, bilk. B-I-L-K. Not milk, bilk. Bilk is when you are being cheated, when somebody is tricking you, when somebody is cheating you, especially in monetary terms. Then we say, use the word bilk. Okay? When you are being cheated, when somebody is trying to trick you, and I'm talking of monetary terms and nothing else. Okay? Nowadays, the hackers find elder people, or the sentence should be like, now the hackers find easy to bilk elderly people or old age people. They find it easy to ditch them. Okay? There is bona fide. Bona fide again is very pure. Something that is very pure. Okay, it has no milavat would be the word, no milavat into it. Let me write it in Hindi. No adulteration, no milavat. And you can use you can use the word bona fide for things also, that for things like if I tell you that this shop in the whole locality, this is the only shop that sells bona fide products. That means there is no adulteration, everything is pure. Okay, and you can use it for people also, that our principal of the school is a bona fide man. Okay, there's nobody like him. He's so pure, he's so gentle, and he is not biased. Okay, so pure, bona fide is pure. Okay, the example of bona fide is, it is almost difficult to find bona fide souls these days. Alright, and this is very true. Souls these days. Coming to second last word of the video, which is colossal. C-O-L-O-S-S-A-L. Colossal. Colossal means something that is really huge, something that is really big. Okay, colossal. Something that is huge and big. Okay. If I say that a temple is being constructed near my house and there is a colossal statue of Lord Shiv that is being built. Okay. Or if I say that so and so company is firing its employees. Why? Because the company is going through colossal losses. Heavy losses हो रहे हैं. That is the reason. Colossal losses हो रहे हैं. That is why the company is firing its people, its employees. Okay? Colossal. Huge and big. Fine. Let me write it. There is a colossal mall near my place. Okay? Conglomeration. Conglomeration. Now what is conglomeration? When there is a mixture of all sorts of people, all sorts of culture, all sorts of languages, when there is a kind of amalgamation, है ना? एक ही जगह में when you get to see a variety of things, a variety of places, a variety of languages, in that case we use the word conglomeration. It is an advanced word of saying mixture. Okay? When there is a mixture of people, different people with different cultures, with different languages. Okay? Not only this, if you visit a place and you ordered something, you went there for dinner, and you get to see either in every restaurant or in every hotel, wherever you go, either you have to order first. Okay, that I want Indian thali, or I want Chinese, or I want continental. But if you go to a place and where you get every mixture of every meal, then you can say that I got a conglomeration of meals. That there were noodles, and there was rice, and there were chapatis, like that. Okay. The last word is desultory. D-E-S-U-L-T-O-R-Y. Now what is desultory? Desultory means lack of plan. For instance, there is a section of people who kind of make it in their head that okay, next day I have to do this thing, I have to complete this. If you're a student, we do make it a point that I have to complete from page number 47 to page number 107 or whatever. You make plan. But for people who have no plans, who kind of switch from one thing to another, such people are called desultory people. Okay? When there is lack of clarity, when there is lack of plan. Okay? For instance, you can say that I had a desultory conversation with my colleagues because firstly they were talking about marriages, then they started to talk about business, and then they went to talk about their neighbors. Okay, so there was no planning. It was kind of a mixture. It was a kind of conglomeration. So yes, these were all the words. Please write it on the comment section which one was your favorite and you really find it intrigued vocab. Thank you for watching and being with me.